The Wii U was an era of mediocrity for Nintendo, and the Mario games for the system kinda reflect that. But in this video, we're gonna rank them all from worst to best and see if they're actually as bad as people remember them. Heads up, I'm still sick, so I may sound a bit off, but I'm trying to push through the best I can because I don't want to fall behind on another video. Now with all that said, let's get into it. Number 16, Mini Mario and Friends Amiibo Challenge. Yes, I have this game ranked at the bottom of the list, just like the 3DS games video. Again, I just think it's stupid to play a mediocre game you need to spend money on Amiibo. I won't go on the same rant I went on last time, so if you want to hear it, you can go watch the 3DS video. Number 15, Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. The most boring Mario sports experience you could ever ask for. There is literally nothing good I could say about this game. The only unique mechanic is the characters can grow big. That's it. It's not even fun. This Mario sports experience is mind-numbingly boring. Number 14, Dr. Luigi. I give up talking about the Dr. Mario franchise. I literally can't think of anything else to say anymore. The thing that makes this one unique is the pills are shaped like L's for Luigi. Number 13, Game & Wario. I never thought Nintendo could make a Wario game this creepy. The idea of this game is you have to do what every gamer has done at some point in their lives. Secretly stay up past your bedtime to play video games. Except your mom is a demon. Am I wrong? This creepo teleports into your TV. This game is a lot of fun. It's just a bunch of minigames is all. Number 12, Mario and Sonic at the 2014 Winter Olympic Games. Yes, for the millionth time, I'm not a fan of the Mario and Sonic games. They're just minigames and remind me of the fact that there's no legitimate Mario and Sonic crossover. Number 11, Mario and Sonic at the 2016 Olympic Games. Yeah, the summer one's better in my opinion. This one has an interesting story mode, but that's really it. Number 10, Mario Party 10. Yeah, this is a pretty forgettable Mario Party. The car is still a thing for no good reason. The minigames are all pretty boring. It's basically just the train wreck of Mario Party 9 all over again. The thing that sets this game apart from Mario Party 9 is you can now play as Bowser and viciously hunt down Mario and friends and try to murder them in a Bowser minigame. Wait, this is meant to be a party, right? Anyway, admittedly, Bowser Party does make this game somewhat more enjoyable than Mario Party 9, at least in my opinion. Plus, there's still the option to do a traditional Mario Party mode as well. Number 9, Mario Kart 8. It's easy to forget how bland the original was after the success of the deluxe version. The game has half the amount of tracks, less than half if you didn't buy the DLC, and there were no battle tracks. No, these do not count. The game was still fun, it just had too many flaws. The deluxe version is practically perfect, but this one is missing half the things that made it so good. There are a handful of good tracks like Mount Wario and Tick-Tock Clock, but there just isn't enough to rank it better on the list. Number 8, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. We already touched on this game a little during the 3DS video. If you enjoyed the Captain Toad levels from 3D World, you'll love this game. Captain Toad is a game where you have to beat levels without being able to jump. The game itself is pretty simplistic, but there are tons of cool levels that make this game awesome. There's even 3 whole chapters, some of which give Captain Toadette a chance to shine. It's super fun to go back through some of these levels and collect all the secrets within them. Plus, there's some enemies from 3D World who make comebacks. This game is far from groundbreaking, but for what it is, it's really well made. Number 7, Mario vs. Donkey Kong Tipping Stars. Again, we discussed this game a bit in the 3DS video. This Mario vs. Donkey Kong is far from bad. It's a great puzzle platformer that, in my opinion, deserves more attention. The thing I forgot to mention in the last video was that this game lets you build your own levels. As someone who quite enjoys being given creative freedom, that's a huge plus for me. Number 6, Yoshi's Woolly World. We talked about this game's port in, you guessed it, the 3DS video. Really, the only difference between this one and the 3DS one is the 3DS has a higher emphasis on Poochie. Otherwise, this game is incredibly relaxing and is a joy to play through. It's not meant to be incredible, it's not meant to blow your mind, it's meant to give you a simplistic, enjoyable 2D platformer, and it more than succeeds in that area. Number 5, Paper Mario Color Splash. Yeah, this game isn't perfect, but it does offer one of the more in-depth Mario experiences on the Wii U, which is kinda embarrassing. Paper Mario Color Splash is one of the disappointing entries in the Paper Mario franchise. Once again, they refuse to go back to traditional RPG mechanics for seemingly no reason other than to taunt us. Instead, your means of attacking are cards. The characters are also pretty disinteresting again this time around, and the locations are still pretty dull. So you're probably wondering, why would I rank a game with so much missed potential so well on this list? Well, say what you will about this game, it's still one of the better Mario games on the Wii U, and I do not mean for that to sound like a compliment towards this game. Rather, it's an insult to this entire console. I stand by defending the Wii U. Truly, I do. I believe it has more fun than people give it credit for. But there's no denying that when a mainline Mario game this half-assed is one of the best the system has to offer, yeah, that's a bit of an issue. At the end of the day, this is a full-length Mario game that does have its fun moments, so it does deserve its spot here. Number 4, New Super Mario Bros. U. While this game was still a step up from New Super Mario Bros. 2, it's still so stale. Granted, this is actually one of the better New Super Mario Bros. Experiences in my opinion, but Nintendo really needed to do more with this one. Story-wise, Peach still gets kidnapped as always, but the main and only difference is that instead of Bowser taking Peach to his own castle, he uses a big giant airship hand thing to throw Mario and friends away from the Mushroom Kingdom and take over Peach's castle. It's kind of an interesting idea, but it's not enough to change anything with the game. The main reason why I think this New Super Mario Bros. Is one of the best ones is because of its challenge mode. There are loads of fun challenges for you to complete, and it's exactly what a game like this should have. One of the big selling points for this game was it being the first HD Mario game, but I still don't think the graphics were that impressive, even for its time. This game is okay, it just needed more soul. Number 3, New Super Luigi U. This one is interchangeable with New Super Mario Bros. U, but I find myself liking Luigi U a little bit more. This game was made for the year of Luigi, meaning Luigi, if you couldn't tell by the title, is the star. Mario isn't even in the game. Obviously, the framework for this game was all taken from New Super Mario Bros. U, but the levels are very different. This game presents you with bite-sized levels with more difficulty. I prefer the faster pace of this game and higher skill that's required to beat it. I felt much more compelled to 100% this game than I did Mario U, if I'm being honest. Number 2, Super Mario Maker. As mentioned before, I love creative freedom, and Mario Maker is all about that. Now that the sequel exists, there's not too much of a reason to play the Wii U one anymore, especially now that online support is no longer available, but at the time, this game was revolutionary. Well, to me at least. I spent hours building levels and playing the levels of others. For a long time, this was my go-to game when I was bored. It's kinda sad looking back knowing that it's somewhat dead now, but at least the sequel is still there to comfort me. Number 1, Super Mario 3D World. Yeah, it was fairly obvious that this was going to be number 1 on the list. It's a 3D Mario game, what did you expect? Again, like most Mario games on this console, this game isn't nearly as good as the games that came before it, but 3D World still offers the best Mario experience on the platform. There's lots of memorable levels, cool power-ups, and a semi-functional multiplayer mode. This is the perfect mainline Mario game to just turn your brain off to and have some dumb fun. It's not meant to be the best game ever, and it isn't, but it holds a special place in the hearts of many people. And that's every Mario game on the Wii U, ranked. It is a little disappointing looking back on some of these games and seeing how soulless they were, but they do offer some good fun, and they are worth playing at the end of the day. Thankfully, we have the Switch now, which has tons of amazing Mario games. Speaking of which, I'm gonna wait till the Switch 2 comes out before I decide to rank all the Mario games on the Switch. That way I can just make sure they're all included and we don't leave any of them out. And if I did forget any Mario games on the Wii U, please let me know down in the comments below. With that said, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing as it really helps me out and means more than you know. I'll see you all in the next video, but until then, keep being awesome Nintendo fans.